For the Amish, Christmas is a deeply religious occasion that emphasizes the sacredness of Christ's birth rather than the commercial and materialistic elements often seen in modern celebrations. Their observance removes the excess, focusing instead on faith and tradition. Unlike mainstream celebrations that include Santa Claus, Christmas trees, and extravagant decorations, Amish festivities center on the Nativity story and its religious significance. A cornerstone of this spiritual observance is the church service, which is solemn and deeply reflective. These services go beyond regular Sunday worship, carrying an added sense of reverence. Amish families rise early to prepare for these meaningful gatherings, dressing in their finest yet modest attire as a sign of respect for the occasion. The services, lasting several hours, include extended hymns sung in harmony, scripture readings, and sermons offering theological reflections on the Christmas story. Every aspect, from the hymns to the service structure, is designed to inspire spiritual introspection rather than entertain. By adhering to these traditions, the Amish resist the commercialization of Christmas. There are no bright lights, flashy ornaments, or festive parties. Instead, they focus on quiet reflection and gratitude for the gift of Christ's birth. This simplicity stands in stark contrast to the bustling chaos of contemporary Christmases, providing an example of a truly faith-centered celebration. One of the fascinating aspects of Amish Christmas celebrations is the variation in the dates they observe. This divergence is rooted in historical and religious practices, reflecting the community's commitment to tradition and its thoughtful approach to adapting to change. While most of the world celebrates Christmas on December 25th, some Amish communities uphold the older Julian calendar and mark the holiday on January 6th, a day they refer to as Old Christmas. This split arises from a difference in calendars. The Gregorian calendar, introduced in the 16th century, became the global standard, but many Amish, particularly the more conservative Old Order communities, chose to maintain the Julian calendar. They believe January 6th, which aligns with the Christian observance of Epiphany, represents the true date of Christ's birth. For these groups, Old Christmas is a deeply significant day, steeped in historical accuracy and reverence for their ancestors' practices. On the other hand, some progressive Amish groups, such as the New Order Amish and certain Amish Mennonite communities, celebrate on December 25th, aligning with the modern world. These groups see the Gregorian calendar as a practical adjustment that does not diminish the spiritual importance of the holiday. Despite their choice to follow the contemporary calendar, their celebrations remain distinct from mainstream society, avoiding commercial influences and retaining a focus on faith and simplicity. What's remarkable is the mutual respect these groups hold for one another, despite their differing dates. While Old Order Amish may view December 25th as the world's Christmas, they do so without judgment. Similarly, the progressive communities do not criticize those who choose to celebrate in January. This harmonious coexistence highlights the Amish values of unity and mutual understanding, even amid differences. Interestingly, even the most traditional Amish communities acknowledge both dates in some way. While they may fully celebrate only one, the other is often quietly recognized. For instance, families who observe January 6th may still exchange simple greetings or gestures of goodwill on December 25th, and vice versa. This dual acknowledgement underscores their adaptability and inclusive spirit. Regardless of the date, the way the Amish celebrate Christmas is rooted in shared principles. Whether on December 25th or January 6th, the focus is on attending church, reflecting on Christ's birth, and strengthening family and community bonds. There are no dazzling lights or extravagant decorations. Instead, their homes and gatherings are marked by an atmosphere of solemnity and spiritual devotion. In Amish communities, the tradition of giving gifts during Christmas holds deep significance, standing in stark contrast to the consumerism that often defines the holiday elsewhere. Instead of rushing to stores or browsing online for trendy items, the Amish prioritize handmade gifts, emphasizing practicality, thoughtfulness, and the personal effort poured into each creation. Their approach is not just an expression of generosity, but a reflection of their values and way of life. Amish gifts are typically handcrafted, showcasing the community's exceptional craftsmanship and dedication to simplicity. These presents often include beautifully stitched quilts, sturdy wooden toys, or practical tools. Each gift is crafted with care and precision, often by the giver themselves. For instance, a father might spend weeks carving a wooden toy for his child, ensuring it is both functional and durable enough to become a family heirloom. A mother might create a quilt with intricate patterns, turning it into a work of art as well as a source of warmth. Practicality is a hallmark of Amish gift giving. Gifts are chosen for their usefulness and alignment with the recipient's daily needs. Rather than trendy gadgets or novelty items, Amish families exchange items like handcrafted furniture, knitted mittens, or jars of home canned goods. These gifts have lasting value, serving as reminders of the giver's care and effort long after the holiday season ends. Even gifts for children reflect this philosophy. Instead of flashy toys or electronics, Amish children might receive a simple yet charming doll with hand sewn clothes or a wooden train set. These toys are designed to spark creativity and endure over time, embodying the principle that less is often more. The limited number of gifts does not diminish the children's joy. Instead, it fosters gratitude and appreciation. The nature of gift giving varies slightly among different Amish groups. In more progressive communities, such as the New Order Amish, modest store-bought items like sewing fabric or household essentials may accompany handmade gifts. In contrast, the more traditional Old Order Amish typically exchange entirely handcrafted items, often with religious or symbolic meaning. A beautifully bound Bible or a hand-copied prayer book is considered particularly thoughtful in these circles. Amish Christmas cards also reflect their values of care and effort. Unlike mass-produced cards, Amish cards are often handmade, featuring handwritten Bible verses or simple, elegant designs. Creating these cards is a family activity, adding a personal and meaningful touch. The beauty of Amish gift giving lies not in the monetary value of the gifts, but in the intention and effort behind them. There is no frantic shopping or last-minute scrambling. Instead, the process of creating and selecting gifts is deliberate, calm, and filled with love. By emphasizing practicality, creativity, and the work of their own hands, the Amish transform the act of giving into a deeply meaningful tradition. For the Amish, Christmas is not only a time for family, but also a celebration of the broader community. Unlike the isolated, individualistic festivities often seen in modern society, the Amish view the holiday as an opportunity to deepen relationships with neighbors, friends, and extended family. Their approach emphasizes the importance of connection, mutual support, and shared traditions, making Christmas a season of genuine togetherness. One of the most striking aspects of Amish Christmas celebrations is their inclusivity. While many families in modern society limit their holiday gatherings to close relatives, the Amish open their homes and hearts to a wider circle. Extended family members, including cousins, aunts, uncles, and even distant relatives whose exact connection might be unclear, are all welcomed. Beyond family, neighbors and church members also play a central role in the celebrations, creating a sense of unity and belonging that transcends individual households. Traveling to these gatherings is an experience in itself, reflecting the Amish commitment to simplicity and connection. Instead of rushing through crowded highways in cars, they travel by horse and buggy, often in groups. The sound of hooves on snow-covered roads and the crisp winter air create a serene and reflective journey, setting the tone for meaningful interactions once they arrive. Amish gatherings are characterized by their unhurried pace. Unlike many modern celebrations that are tightly scheduled and filled with activities, Amish events prioritize quality time over quantity. Families linger around shared meals, children play together, and conversations flow naturally. These gatherings often extend long after the meal has ended, with no one in a hurry to leave. The lack of technology ensures that all attention is directed toward the people present, fostering genuine connection. Food plays a central role in these community gatherings, with each family contributing dishes to create a shared feast. These meals are more than just sustenance. They are a celebration of tradition and teamwork. Each dish, from freshly baked bread to savory roasts, reflects the skill and care of the families who prepared them. The communal aspect of the meal preparation, often involving multiple generations working side by side, strengthens bonds and highlights the importance of cooperation. In addition to feasting and fellowship, the Amish use the Christmas season as a time to care for those in need. Community members who may be elderly, sick, or going through difficult times are given special attention. This might involve delivering meals, offering assistance with chores, or simply spending time with those who might otherwise feel alone. These acts of kindness are not seen as extraordinary, but as an integral part of the holiday season, embodying the true spirit of giving. The Amish reliance on face to face interaction creates a depth of connection that is often missing in modern celebrations. Without the distractions of phones, televisions, or social media, their focus remains entirely on the people around them. This emphasis on presence over presence ensures that the holiday is a time of genuine interaction and shared experiences. In a world where Christmas often centers on extravagance and excess, the Amish offer a compelling example of the philosophy that less is more. Their holiday season is marked by simplicity, focusing on meaningful experiences, spiritual reflection, and genuine connections, rather than material displays or commercial consumption. This approach not only defines their celebrations, but also reflects their entire way of life, standing in refreshing contrast to the fast paced, consumption driven holidays of modern society. For the Amish, Christmas decorations are almost entirely absent. There are no twinkling lights, inflatable Santas, or glittering ornaments adorning their homes. Instead, their spaces remain plain, reflecting their belief that true beauty lies in simplicity. This lack of decorations does not diminish the festive spirit. Rather, it highlights the day's spiritual significance. Warmth and joy fill their homes through acts of hospitality, family gatherings, and heartfelt traditions, proving that the holiday spirit doesn't rely on external embellishments to shine. Gift giving, often a source of stress and competition in modern culture, is another area where the Amish embrace simplicity. They avoid the frenzy of last minute shopping and the pressure to exceed previous year's extravagance. Instead, their gifts are thoughtful, practical, and frequently handmade. Each gift embodies hours of labor and love, whether it's a carefully stitched quilt, a carved wooden toy, or jars of home preserved produce. The value of these presents lies not in their price, but in the personal effort and care behind them. Amish children grow up with a different perspective on Christmas. Without exposure to flashy advertisements or the latest gadgets, they experience the holiday through traditions emphasizing family, creativity, and gratitude. A child might receive a handcrafted doll, a wooden toy, or a knitted scarf, simple yet meaningful gifts that encourage imagination and stand the test of time. These presents instill the joy of giving and the importance of appreciating what they have. Meals during the Christmas season further reflect this simplicity. Instead of elaborate recipes with rare ingredients, Amish holiday meals are rooted in tradition and practicality. Families prepare hearty, that wholesome dishes using ingredients they've grown or preserved themselves. Cooking is a communal effort, strengthening bonds and fostering a sense of shared purpose. The resulting feast nourishes both body and soul, filled with flavors shaped by generations of tradition. Even their Christmas attire embodies the less is more philosophy. While they wear their best clothing for church services and family gatherings, their outfits remain modest and unadorned. The care they take in ironing pleats, polishing shoes, and ensuring every detail is perfect reflects respect for the occasion without succumbing to vanity or fashion trends. By stripping away the excess, the Amish create space for what truly matters. Their Christmas celebrations center on faith, family, and community, encouraging a slower, more intentional observance. They remind us that the essence of the holiday is not found in decorations, piles of presents, or picture perfect moments, but in the quiet joys of togetherness, gratitude, and reflection. For many, the days following Christmas mark a swift return to normalcy, with decorations packed away and routines quickly resumed. However, for the Amish, the spirit of Christmas doesn't end on December 26th or January 7th for those who celebrate Old Christmas. Instead, they extend the holiday season into a meaningful period of continued celebration, reflection, and community connection. This thoughtful approach ensures that the joy, gratitude, and togetherness of Christmas carry on long after the day itself. The Amish don't rush to conclude their festivities or move on to the next thing. Instead, they embrace the tradition of the 12 days of Christmas, a practice that allows them to savor the holiday spirit well into the new year. During this time, the focus shifts from personal celebrations to broader acts of generosity and connection. Families gather for intimate meals, neighbors visit one another, and church communities come together for shared activities, reinforcing bonds that sustain them throughout the year. What sets this extended celebration apart is its unhurried pace. Unlike the fast moving schedules of modern holiday seasons, Amish gatherings are marked by simplicity and calm. Instead of packing all their social interactions into a single day, they spread out visits and events over several weeks. This measured approach reduces stress and allows for deeper, more meaningful connections with loved ones and neighbors. Charitable acts also take center stage during this period. The Amish use this time to support those in their communities who are facing challenges. Whether it's delivering food to an elderly neighbor, helping repair a barn for a struggling family, or providing firewood during the harsh winter months, these acts of kindness embody the true spirit of the season. These gestures aren't just one-off occurrences, but part of a sustained effort to ensure that no one feels left behind during this time of year. Work and celebration coexist harmoniously in the Amish post-Christmas period. Unlike the extended vacations many people take, Amish families quickly return to their regular routines of farming and household responsibilities. However, the rhythm of their daily lives remains imbued with the joy and connection of the holiday season. Their practical approach ensures that the warmth of Christmas doesn't fade, but instead blends seamlessly into their everyday lives. This extended holiday period is particularly enriching for Amish children. Without the distractions of modern gadgets or a mountain of disposable toys, they participate in meaningful activities that reinforce the values of their community. Youngsters might help their parents deliver gifts to neighbors, join siblings in writing thank you notes, or assist in preparing meals for extended family gatherings. These experiences teach them the importance of giving, gratitude, and the joy of shared work. Perhaps one of the most remarkable aspects of the Amish approach is how it naturally bridges the transition from Christmas into the new year. While much of the modern world faces the January blues, the Amish maintain the festive spirit through continued togetherness, acts of service, and reflection. Their celebrations don't abruptly end, but gradually transform, keeping the essence of the season alive well into the winter months. The Amish way of celebrating Christmas offers a refreshing perspective in a world often consumed by materialism, consumerism, and the relentless hustle of the holiday season. Their traditions remind us of the true essence of Christmas, a time for faith, reflection, community, and genuine connection. By stripping away unnecessary distractions, the Amish provide a blueprint for creating a more meaningful and fulfilling celebration. One of the most profound lessons from the Amish is the power of simplicity. In their homes, there are no extravagant decorations, glittering lights, or towering Christmas trees. Instead, the focus is on the quiet beauty of the holiday's spiritual significance. Their celebrations revolve around acts of worship, thoughtful traditions, and shared moments with loved ones. This minimalist approach creates space for what truly matters, avoiding the distractions that often dilute the season's meaning. Another key takeaway is the thoughtfulness embedded in their gift-giving traditions. While many stress over finding the perfect gift or spend beyond their means, the Amish prioritize handmade, practical items that carry deep personal meaning. Each gift is crafted with care and purpose, whether it's a quilt stitched over weeks, a lovingly carved wooden toy, or jars of preserved fruits from their gardens. These gifts are more than tokens. They represent love, effort, and the value of giving from the heart. The Amish also exemplify the importance of community. Their Christmas celebrations extend beyond individual families, bringing together neighbors, extended relatives, and church members in a spirit of unity. They ensure that no one is left out, particularly the elderly, the sick, or those facing hardships. Through acts of kindness and hospitality, they show that the holiday is as much about giving to others as it is about personal joy. For Amish children, the absence of commercialized toys and gadgets does not diminish their joy. Instead, they experience Christmas through creativity, tradition, and meaningful family interactions. Handmade gifts, shared meals, and activities like sleigh rides or singing hymns foster a sense of wonder and gratitude that transcends material possessions. These experiences teach them to value the intangible gifts of the season: love, connection, and faith. The Amish approach also highlights the value of slowing down. While many rush through the holidays with packed schedules and endless to-do lists, the Amish celebrate at a deliberate pace. They spread their gatherings and acts of service over weeks, allowing the holiday spirit to linger and deepen. This unhurried approach helps them avoid the burnout and post-holiday letdown that often follow the season for others. Perhaps the most striking lesson the Amish offer is their ability to sustain the joy and generosity of Christmas throughout the year. For them, the holiday is not merely on the calendar, but a reflection of their values, a commitment to faith, family, and community that permeates their daily lives. This continuity ensures that the spirit of Christmas remains alive long after the festivities end. In a time when the holidays can feel overwhelming and disconnected from their original purpose, the Amish remind us that Christmas is about more than gifts, lights, or festivities. It's about reconnecting with what truly matters: our faith, our loved ones, and the joy of giving. By embracing their philosophy of simplicity, thoughtfulness, and community, we too can rediscover the heart of the holiday season and carry its spirit with us throughout the year.